always disconnect your ground point. Our first step is to remove the kick panel. That's pretty easy. Just slide your hands underneath it, pop it up, set it aside, come in here, and eventually it'll come out. And you got a plastic nut holding, and your kick panel will come out straight out. Now we're ready to take the lower dash panel. You have to remove this little tray here, and that's not hard to do. Just pull straight back, comes right out. Pop this little tab right here, that exposes the bolt. There's a 10 millimeter. Take that one out. Take this one out, and we're just going to pull straight back like so. Pop this out. Now pop them out here and just push that down, push it out. The next step is the center part. We're going to remove the control first, and then that'll expose the bolts for the radio. Take your nylon tool. Got one connector, two. Disconnect off the radio. On the top. Reach from behind of the radio. Pull this out. And slowly wiggle it out. Disconnect several plugs. Okay, I'm going to reach behind her and remove this dummy cover. Take my hand, pop that out, and I'm going to route my wiring harness through the back of that, come out here, and install the switch. Okay. So we got that in. Next step is to secure your harness. Get this here behind this bracket. As you can see, we got a relay. We need to tie wrap that down. And I'm going to tie wrap it to the harness itself. Secure it. One tie wrap. Now our ground point will be attached to this bolt right there. Yeah. Alright, here we are ready to mount our control module, and then we're going to secure this baby to that plate. So what we've done is we mounted our module. Ran the wire for the switch already. Now I got to run the wires for the power. In order to fish these wires up to this connector, which is where you're going to be tapping into, you're going to go up into this back corner. Okay. Alright. Got the wires through there. Now, and we're going to tap into this connector here, which connects into the control of the AC. Red wire will tap into the pink, which is pin number 14. Take a black T-tap, crimp it. The green, which is right above the pink one, and take the blue one, and it's going to be tapped into that. That one. So my blue one goes to green. Good connection. Same thing with this. Take a look at that. Push it in. These don't require that much torque. About 10 pounds of torque, and that should do it. 6, 7, 8, 9 plastic pins, Christmas trees that we got to remove. When removing this little piece here, what I like to do is put some tape on here to protect the paint. Be a little on the safe side. We're going to put a piece of tape right there and set it in here, and pry it up. That pops that out, and then you're going to do here and here, and it just slowly push it forward towards you, to the center of the vehicle. And we're almost there, a little bit at a time. There we go, just like that. Okay, here we have the pieces that we removed and the pieces that are going to go in. So we must transfer this over to here and this to here. These are very easy to get out. In order to get this little plastic piece out, you have a little tab way back here in the back, and what I like to do is take my little flat screwdriver, push that down, and then push the tab out. Now we're going to install the harness. The harness itself will be routed in between the radiator and underneath this frame. I'm going to use these here for the tie wrap locations. That way I don't interfere with the plastic clips. The harness itself, you have the long side will go over to your right side, which is the passenger side. Your short side will be on the driver's side. This harness will be routed underneath the light like so. And we're going to do the same thing on the driver's side. Always remember, when you push these in, look at locations of orientation of your wires, red to red, and your connection, make sure it clicks. That way you got good connection. Go ahead and test it, make sure it doesn't come out. I'm going to push the excess in, get that out of the way. I'm going to slide that metal tab in that slot, make it clip. You got to hear that. And then push in the Christmas tree, just like that. The only thing that's left now is tie wrapping the harness. And you want to tie wrap it out of the way of any sharp and hot. Is actually the best location to use is an existing harness. So as you can see, we got a lot of excess left over here, and what I want to do is I'm going to tie wrap that to this existing harness here. Right? So as you can see, I've got the harness tied wrap in a good location. Cut the tap off, and I'm going to run it behind the battery. Just like so. That holds it in place. Okay, as you can see, I cut the nipple off this entrance for this grommet.
Zoom in here.
Now I'm going to slide the wires through there inside the vehicle. Alright, here we are in the inside, and we're ready to make our connections. One thing we got to do is we got to add these connectors to our wires, or wires to the connector, whichever way you want to go. Now if you pay close attention to this connector, look on both sides, but it'll show you a no X for positive and negative. So what you want to do is your red will go into positive, your black will go into the negative. Now tells you your little tabs will be going up. If you get the tabs on the up position in this mark, in this location, that will definitely, you will get a good connection. Now if you go this way, the wire's not going to go in. It won't lock into place. And that one's going to get in like that. Oh, baby, line up. There you go. All right, you're going to route this baby. You come in over the top of this bracket, like so. Make sure you don't have it wrapped around your emergency brake or any moving parts. And you're going to follow this harness here like so. And you're going to tie wrap it right there like that and then connect it to that. Here is the biggest thing you want to make sure you got red to red. We got the red and white wire. And I found the red and white over here, so I'm going to line that up. Red and white, red and white. And make sure you hear that click. Test it just to make sure you got a good connection. And same thing on this side. Line your tab up. Boom. Now here again, as you can see, I'm using an existing harness to tie wrap our harness to it. This way. Put release latch first. Make sure you hear it click. Line everybody up. Just like that. Pretty much our installation is completed. The only step that's left is to seal up this entrance here with a little bit of silicone. We ran and rub it around that edge. Now all we left with is hooking up our ground and checking everything